Hey guys, it's about beer 30. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Thanks a bunch for stopping by. I do appreciate it. Guys, today's beer is Barrier Brewing Company. They're out of New York. This is It Costs to Be the Boss. It's hard to read because it's wrapped all the way around the can with $100 bills and everything else. It's a very colorful label. 9.6% ABV written right here on the front of the can in big letters, very easy to see. Very, very eye-catching label on front of this. And I picked up several different versions of their beers while I was out there. And this one, like I said, is It Costs to Be the Boss. And anybody that's the boss or has been the boss knows that's an understatement of the year, probably. According to Untapped, they're calling it a New England style or slash hazy IPA. It's a double IPA or a triple or an imperial. It's 9.6, whatever you want to call that. I just call it a double or an imperial, so it makes it easier. It says here, the Barrier Money Man goes $1 million man on this one. A triple dry hop New England IPA that Ted DiBiase would be proud to get his hands on. Loaded with Mosaic Cryo, Amarillo, Chinook Cryo, Huel Melon, and Cashmere. A lot of hops in this one. The brew fit for a boss if there ever was one. And it looks very cloudy, very hazy on the pictures here there, guys. So, what do we have here in our hands? Is this an outstanding beer or not? And the date's on the rim right here. It's not down in the center, and it says 12/01/21. Very easy to see. Very nice. As long as the machine can put it on there like that, I have absolutely no problem with it being there instead of down here in the center. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. Like I said, colorful label. Feels like a stick-on wraparound label, but there is painted artwork on it, so I'm thinking they've used a previous can and put this sticker over top of that old can, which very economical. If you have a can that's been printed up and it doesn't have the name up here somewhere where you can't get the label to cover it, you can absolutely do this. I mean, it's double because you paid for this originally to be printed up. So if you just buy plain Jane cans and stick these labels on them, you don't have to worry about covering anything up now. And spending the money to have them printed up now. That's what I said, yes. Anyway, let's get back to it, guys. We've gone over the ABV 9.6. We don't have the IBUs, and we got the date. And it's a big 16-ounce can, so what do you say? Let's open it up. Yeah, that's what she said. Into the glass we go. Very cloudy, very hazy, very nice looking beer to me coming out of this can. Alright, very nice. Right at 2 fingers of head on that, guys. I mean, that's a very, very impressive looking beer. I mean, I don't know if I'd say orange juice in a glass, but it's definitely super cloudy. Might be a hint darker than the bright orange juice. It might be hard to see on camera, but it is just a hair darker, a shade darker than that bright orange juice color that a lot of the New England style beers have. But again, the more maltiness you do with the doubles, imperials, bigger ABV, a lot of times with that additional maltiness, depending on the color of the malt, could cause it to be just a little darker in appearance. But still looks damn good to me. To the nose we go. Yeah. That's got an outstanding aroma, guys. There's a lot of hop there. I mean, I'm getting grapefruit, pine, pineapple, oranges, melons, mango. May even be some peaches and apricots in there. I mean, they've used a ton of different stuff. Mosaic, cryo, Amarillo, Chinook, cryo, human melon, cashmere. I mean, a lot of different hops in there. And it's there in the aroma. I mean, with that much hops in there, it's a smorgasbord of aromas. I mean, absolutely outstanding aroma. Well, good. Let's find out. Cheers. I'm getting some spicy notes on there too. It's a little different. That is a little different. Mosaic is a great hop. I've not done the cryo. Amarillo I've brewed with Chinook, yeah, but not the cryo. Not the Huel. And not sure about the cashmere. I don't think I have on the cashmere either, so. A little different profile on this one. Definitely different. I think the alcohol is well hidden for that big ABV number we're getting there of 9.6. But again, I'm used to drinking these bigger beers. If I'd never had this beer before, or never had a big beer before, it may be boozy. I mean, if you're used to drinking 4 and 5%ers, guys, I mean, you jump into a 9 or a 10%, you're probably going to notice that. If you can't physically, you'll notice it when you're stumbling across the floor after you drink it. What's wrong with me? I can't walk. Anyway, if you ain't been there, if you're watching this channel, you can't tell me you ain't been there. That's what I'm saying. May fool some of the people some of the time, but not all the people some of the time. Anyway, nice and creamy. A very tasty beer to me. I mean, it's not blowing my hair back on myself. By no means, though I think this is a world class or an outstanding beer. You may have that opinion. If you do, I would not argue with it. But a little uniqueness on the taste as opposed to a typical New England style double IPA of this magnitude, and that may be probably because of the different hops, type of hops and style of hops they've used on this one, but I find it very tasty. So without me keep flapping my gum, no, let's sip on it, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Nice lacing of stuff on the glass here. I find this a very tasty beer, guys. It's a little unique and different from a typical New England style with the taste I'm getting and the aroma based on the hops they've used on it, but it's very pleasant. I would buy this beer again. It's definitely well made, especially for a 9.6er, guys. Again, drink responsibly. That doesn't mean just driving. That means well-being also. So you wouldn't want to binge yourself on something like this. So again, we just lost a dear friend recently, so please be careful, take care of yourselves. Final chug. I enjoyed it, guys. I mean, it's definitely an enjoyable beer. Dates on it, ABVs on it. Again, 9.6%. Well made. A little bit of bitterness to go with this one being that big of an ABV beer. So IBUs are going to be a little stronger on this one than a typical IPA. To me, it tastes like it's in the 70 plus range, and it could be plus. So, and it takes, you know, something like that a lot of times to balance that out. So it is what it is there. So if you've had It Costs to Be the Boss from Barry Brewing, and they're out of New York, guys. Let me know what you think. Beer Advocate doesn't have a grade on it. I think it's an guys, it's an A- beer. I think it's in the mid grade of the A-. I'm gonna give it a 93. That's where I'm gonna put this one. I think it's worthy of picking up and giving it a try. So again, let's jump over to Untapped, and they have it at 4.04. But only 158 people have commented on this one, so I don't know what kind of distribution there is. These guys are being out of New York, and they're available here in Virginia at the craft beer store. So they're not available down here at Kroger's, but and they have a pretty large selection at the craft beer store when I was over there from this brewery. So they're getting down here, so they're getting a pretty good distribution footprint so far. So if you can get it, let me know. If you've had it, It Costs to Be the Boss from Barry Brewing. To meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.